And we start with an update on the coronavirus in the Hazleton area. Numbers have gone up in the area, and because of that, residents are being asked to not go on vacation or to family gatherings by Hazleton Mayor Jeff Cassatt. The Standard Speaker Sam Galsky has more from the mayor in Thursday's Standard Speaker. Also, State Representative Tara Toohill is asking the State Department of Health to give more detailed information on young people in their COVID-19 statistics. She says this will help educators, daycare operators, and policymakers. On a new Sam LaSanne show, Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton President John Fletcher talks about the current COVID-19 trends in the Hazleton area.
And July, we started off well. I walked into the office one day. Every day we get a report, and that report consists of the number of positives at our testing site, as well as what our inpatient census looks like. And our outpatient report was showing a little bit of a spike in the number of positives in our outpatient, right around the July 24th time frame. And so we all got together and had a discussion of what's going on. And we saw that spike continue. Now, it wasn't the 100 plus. It went from single digits to sometimes in the higher teens and then into the 20s. But it was a significant increase to what we were seeing in the prior months, and we were concerned. And so when we looked at the information, what we saw is, one, the number of people we were testing at our sites almost doubled. We were doing 40 or 50 tests a day on people who, whether they had symptoms or not, that's about the number we were testing. And that jumped to many days well over 100 that we were testing. And more people without symptoms than with symptoms, or about 50-50, a little bit of a change. We looked at where they were coming from as a percentage of our total. And what we saw is that Hazleton and West Hazleton as a percentage of total actually increased from what our peak period was. The other communities were actually going down as a percentage of our total. And so obviously we had an increase we saw in both the Hazleton and West Hazleton areas as a percentage of our total patients. The good news, couple of good points I want to make.
Thank God.
Yeah, there's good news. The good news is we have not seen an increase in our hospital admissions. Okay. And so people, even though they were testing positive, were not getting sick enough to be admitted. And I know Dr. Valen's going to discuss that a little bit. And as well as what we saw is the average age of the person testing positive, where it was 47 during our peak period, it's 34, 35. And so it's a younger group. More people that are asymptomatic were being tested than we saw, and it wasn't leading to the admissions. Now, our concern is the spread. So even though it's that 34, 35-year-old that's testing positive, we want to make sure that they're not going to spread that to a family member, an elderly family member. And so that was really what we wanted to make sure we got that message out. And so that's kind of what we're seeing in Hazleton.
This edition of the Sam LaSanne Show with the Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton president and two other doctors from LVHN is airing now on SSPTV, and you can watch it anytime on our website and YouTube channel.